Yo, welcome to PTA Sports. I am your host, Pest the Analyst, and today we're going to talk about our linebacker core and our defensive backfield. So I'm going to go ahead and start with our edge rushers, man, because that's kind of a position or an area of our defense that a lot of people are really worried about. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm not feeling warm and fuzzy about it, but let's go ahead and look over it real quick. All right. So in terms of our edge rushers, we've got Lorenzo Carter, Oshane Ximines, Kyla Thakkaral, Carter Coughlin, Dominique Ross. All right. As it stands right now, that's what we got. None of those names are jumping out super flashy, crazy, get you a gajillion sack kind of guys, right? They're just not. Let's just keep it all the way real. But there is some potential here, man. I can't even lie, man. There's some potential here. First and foremost, Lorenzo Carter. Lorenzo Carter was a beast in college, man. And I'm not quite sure what happened to him, over the course of the couple of years that he's been in the league, man. I don't know if it's a scheme thing. I don't know if he was just not used properly, man. I don't know. And I'm not 100% sure as to how they're going to utilize him, this year. But he's got skills, man. He's athletic as hell. He's quick. He's a guy that could potentially get some pressure. So, we're going to see what happens with him. Oshane Ximines, man. Listen, I love Oshane Ximines, man. I love the X-Man. He's a beast, man, and he played great. He played absolutely great, and I see a lot of promise from him. I see a lot of potential from him. Now, does that mean that next season he's getting ready to be super duper beast? I don't think so, but I do think he's going to be productive. And then kind of the I said X-Man, and now I'm going to say X Factor. Kind of the X Factor is Kyla Thakkaral. So here's the thing about Kyla Thakkaral, right? Kyla Thakkaral didn't really get a whole lot of snaps last season because the Smith brothers over in Green Bay showed up and they was eating, and because they was eating, Thakkaral didn't get to eat that much. But prior to that, right, he had a good season being an edge rusher. He had a good season rushing the passer. So I don't necessarily think that's a one-off. I really don't, man. Patrick Graham was there when he had that good season, and now he's back with Patrick Graham. I think that's the biggest reason why he signed with the Giants, man. It was just because he wanted to work with him again. He had his most productive year with him. So, who knows, man? That's why I say he's kind of an X factor, man, because, we don't necessarily know what we're going to get from him. But if history dictates it, right, in this situation, in this position that he's in right now, he should be able to be productive. So we're going to have to wait and see. I hear a lot of people talking about Carter Coughlin. Carter Coughlin is not a guy that was even on my radar, to be honest with you. I've said time and time again, man, I don't really pay a super ass amount of attention to these college guys, man. I do, but I don't, because I just can't watch that much college football. So a lot of people slip under the radar for me, man. And this is one of the guys that did. But based on everything I've heard about this kid, man, supposedly he was a monster in college, right? Supposedly he was out there banging heads. I'm gonna try and get my hands on some film on him, right, when I get the opportunity to, and just kind of see what he did. But supposedly, right, he should have been picked way higher in the draft. I don't know. I can't speak on that. All right. And then Dominique Ross is another name that I don't really know anything about him. Kind of feels like a camp body to me. But who knows, man? Maybe we get something from him. Now, there's a name that I wrote down, right, with three big question marks. That name is Marcus Golden. We put a tender on him, right, that says that if he doesn't sign with the team by, I think it's June 15th or something like that, then we got rights to him. We're going to have to wait and see, man. There is a chance that Marcus Golden comes back. Right? And if Marcus Golden comes back, then we have some legitimate names here from an edge rush standpoint. So I know it's not flashy. I know we don't got a guy here that's going to get us 15, 16, 17, 18 sacks. I know. But could these guys collectively get 40, 50 sacks? Maybe. They absolutely could. Like, we just don't know right now. Going over into the off-ball linebackers, man, as I wrote this list down, I see some names here, and I'm like, this don't look terrible, actually. Like, this doesn't really look that bad. Okay, we're going to start with Blake Martinez. Blake Martinez is like the most polarizing figure right now in terms of linebackers in the NFL, right? Because Blake Martinez is a guy that's going to give you 50, 11 tackles, man. This dude's good for 125, 130, 140 tackles a season. Like, that's just what he does. That's in his pedigree. But in terms of coverage, man, I hear people say he's not good. I hear people say he's great. I hear people say he's average. If you ask that franchise guy, he says he's the worst player in the history of the NFL. I don't think that's true, man. I think that, like, he was on your team and he didn't give you what you specifically wanted. So in your opinion, he's not a good player. That's just me personally. But, I mean, who knows, man? A year from now, I may be saying Blake Martinez is the worst player in the NFL because he's going to be on my team and maybe he ain't going to be giving me what I want. I don't know. But, like, the jury is kind of out on Blake Martinez, man, because, like, you got a guy here who gets a lot of tackles. He claims he wasn't used right in Green Bay. I mean, I don't know, man. Green Bay right now, they ain't looking all that great. I mean, I'm not, like, taking shots at Green Bay, man, but, like, from what I see, from what I gather, like, y'all ain't been doing the right things, and I guess Aaron Rodgers is the only thing that's making y'all relevant right now. We gonna see. But, like, hey, I think Blake Martinez, man, I think he comes in here. I think maybe he does some good stuff, man. Maybe he proves some people wrong. Maybe he hears a noise and he's like, all right, I'm gonna show y'all. We'll see. Next up, my guy Ryan Connolly. All right. Here's the thing about Ryan Connolly, man. Ryan Connolly looked like he had a lot of promise for the couple of games that he played, man. He just seemed like wherever the ball was at, he was at. He just had a nose for the football. He had great instincts, and he played super well. And then he tore his knee up. Listen, I don't expect to get exactly what we were seeing from Ryan Connolly before he got injured, right? Supposedly he's 100% healthy, 100% healed, ready to go. Great. I'm glad to hear it because I'm a big fan of yours, Ryan Connolly. And, I want you to go out there and ball out because, like, I really like what I saw from you, and I hope that we can get that Ryan Connolly back. We're going to have to just wait and see, man. We'll see what happens. David Mayo. Okay, here's the thing about David Mayo. When we first signed David Mayo, I was like, bleh. Like, that was my reaction to David Mayo when we signed him like a year ago, I believe, like the beginning of last season. I was like, bleh. Because he just wasn't a guy that I saw great things from. I still don't think he's like this super duper linebacker, but he is good depth, okay? He came in and he stepped in and he played when Connolly got hurt, and he did fairly well, okay? He wasn't amazing, but he wasn't absolutely terrible. So we're going to see. The rest of this list, man, to be completely honest with you, I'm shrugging my shoulders at. Like, Tay Crowder, Cameron Brown, Devontae Downs, TJ Brunson, Josiah Taiuefa. Josiah Taiuefa was a guy that last preseason I was like nodding my head at, like, oh yeah, this guy could be good. And then they put him on a practice squad, so maybe he's not as good as I thought he was going to be. I don't know. But then again, hey, who knows, man? Maybe he comes, he balls out during the preseason, and he gets a spot on this roster. We're gonna have to wait and see. Okay, let's move on to the safeties really quickly. So in terms of our safeties, we got Jabril Peppers, Xavier McKinley, Julian Love, who I don't know if he's going to still be a free safety or not. I really don't know what he's going to be doing. Sean Chandler, Rashad Gulen, Jaquarius Landers, Mark McLaurin, Drayvon Askew Henry, and Nate Ebner. I believe that's how you say it. Ebner? I don't know. He was from the Patriots. He was a special teams guy. He's not going to be on the field. He's going to play special teams. Cool, whatever. But I tell you this, man, I love our safety room, I love this damn safety room. And the addition of Xavier McKinney just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy about the back half of our defense. I am super excited to see these guys play. I'm a Jabril Peppers fan, y'all. I was happy as hell we got Jabril Peppers. Like, some people was like, we just got a younger version of Landon Collins. I don't believe that, yo, because I believe that Jabril Peppers can actually cover. Okay, Landon Collins can't cover. He just bang heads. I'm super excited. I'm even excited about our depth. Like Sean Chandler, Rashawn Goulin, like these two guys are guys that were like at the bottom half of the roster since they've been in the league, and they fighting to get up in there, man. And this is an opportunity for them, yo. Like, this is absolutely opportunity. You got a new head coach, you got new defensive coordinator, you got new position coaches. Yo, it's time to go out there and show them that you belong on the team. So like I'm super excited about this. About this safety room, man. Like it looks on paper, it looks pretty damn good, man. It looks pretty damn good, even with our depth. I know that Askew Henry, I'm pretty sure Askew Henry is like Darrelle Reeves' cousin. That's the dude from the XFL. I heard a lot of stories about him. He played well in the XFL, played relatively decent. It's a story that I'm gonna pay attention to, man, just because like I like stories like that, man. I like stories about guys who like kind of getting a second chance, and I want to see if he makes the team, man. We're gonna have to wait and see. But overall, I really like our safety room, man. Like, this safety room looks damn good, and that's even with Julian Love. If he bumps back down the corner, like, I'm still feel good. But if they keep Julian Love at safety and we run some crazy ass 3 safety package with Peppers, McKinney, and Love, yo, I'm about it. Like, let's get it. I'm down with it. So yeah, I dig our safety room. Okay, here you go. This corner room. All right. This corner room is the reason why this video is so damn late, because I said I was going to do this video about a week and a half ago, damn near, and I started working on a video, and then the thing happened, and I was like, skirt. All right, so let's first and foremost, let's go over what we got here, okay? All right, James Bradbury, DeAndre Baker, Sam Bill, Corey Ballantyne, Darnay Holmes, Christian Anglu, Malcolm Elmore, Montre Hardage, and Chris Williamson. Okay, all right. Listen, guys. I love our corner room. I really, really loved our corner room about a week ago. I still really love our corner room, okay? Man, all right. How am I going to do this? Okay, check this out. Everybody's jumping out the window about the whole DeAndre Baker situation, right? I decided that I was not going to do a single video about this man. I decided that I was not going to say a single thing about this man. And I'm kind of still in the same position where I'm not really going to say a single thing about this man, because the situation that he's in is still ongoing, and we don't know what's about to happen. We don't know how much involvement he had in the situation. We don't know if he was there, if he wasn't there, who was there, where they were at, when they were there. We don't know none of that, okay? Bits and pieces is coming out, and until everything is like all said and done, right, I'm going to keep my comments about the situation to myself, because it's not fair. It's really not fair to speak on it right now. Now, some of my peers have been like speaking on it a lot. And you know what? Hey, guys, I'm not throwing shade at y'all, right? Like, I'm not throwing shade at y'all at all, man. Hey, you guys do you, man. I just know that for me, I'm not going to speak on this situation, okay? So I'm going to treat it as if this man is still on this team until we find out whether this man is not on this team, okay? So I'm just going to treat it like he's here. Cool. All right. So, as it stands right now, right, it looks like potentially the starters are going to be James Bradbury and DeAndre Baker. I spoke about Julian Love. Don't know if he's going to stay at safety or if he's going to come down the corner. He could not. Who knows? But honestly, I think he may play both positions. I think he may be a positionless defensive back, to be honest with you. That's what I would do. So it looks like James Bradbury and DeAndre Baker are starters, and then we've got like a hell of a competition here between like Sam Bill, Corey Ballantyne, Darnay Holmes, okay, maybe Julian Love. Honestly, the rest of these names are camp bodies in my opinion. They're guys that are gonna maybe make the practice squad. Like I don't think we're gonna keep that many, right? But listen, I like the corner room, man. I like the corner room. I like what this corner room's potential is, man. After I went and I did some research on Darnay Holmes, man, I was like, oh yeah, this is a guy that we want, man. He's smart. He plays fast. All right. He's he's got a lot of good football IQ. He knows what he's seeing out there. He's someone that can pick up on a playbook fast. He's someone that can pick up on concepts fast. He's someone that can look at film and probably download that shit into his brain. So I'm all in for Holmes. Overall, right? I really like the direction that we're going in terms of our defensive backs, because we just got a bunch of them, okay? Legit, yo. We legit got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe six guys. Counting Julian Love, we got 6 guys that could potentially be starters. Now, are they upper tier starters? Not all of them. Some of them are mid-tier, maybe low-tier starters, but legitimately, man, all of these guys could start at a position as a corner, either on the boundary or as a nickel, slot corner. Dime package corner. We got guys that could legitimately start in on other teams in the NFL, man. And I think that we did a good job over the last couple of years of fortifying our backfield, because for as long as I can remember, man, our secondary has just been kind of questionable, man. It just has been. But now I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, okay, we got some depth. We got some depth on this team. We got some players that can rotate in and out, keep people fresh. You know what I'm saying? Be able to just kind of wear out our offense. The offense trying to wear us out, but we wearing their asses out because we staying fresh. We got a rotation going. So I like what I see. So okay, overall, when we're talking about our defensive, I'm using air quotes, skill players, right? Defensive backs. And our off-ball linebackers, our edge rushers, I see tons of depth. I see tons of depth. And honestly, that's the most important thing right now is for us to build up some depth at these positions. Build up a rotation of players so we can keep people going in and out and keep people fresh and be able to play a full game of football without somebody having to be on the field for every single snap. All right? Because honestly, that's also been a problem for us. It's just our defensive depth. Who do we have that we can send in there for a few snaps and make some legitimate impact? All right. I'm happy. I am overall happy with the way this defense is shaping up. Now, are we missing some pieces? Absolutely, yes, man. We are missing some pieces. We need a no-shit number 1 edge rusher. Okay, we need someone that can get to the passer. But when you combine our entire defense, okay, the front 7, okay, and then the defensive backs, when you put all this together, it looks pretty damn good, man. It looks pretty damn good. Now all we need is for our coaches to coach these guys up, get them ready to play, game plan well, make good adjustments during the game, and I think this defense can be pretty damn good, okay? Honestly, I think our defense is better than it was. All right, I really do. I think our defense is better, a lot better, by a whole lot. We're young, yes, okay. We don't have a cajillion veterans all over the place that are going to be able to help put people in better positions. But the veterans that we do have are smart, good football players. So I legitimately think that where we stand right now, our defense is fine. I really do. I think our defense is fine. I'm more concerned with our offense than I am with our defense. I'm just being straight up. Our offense, I think, is our Achilles heel right now. And potentially, it's going to depend on Daniel Jones. It's going to depend on our wide receivers. I think our line is okay, and we got one of the best running backs in the league, okay? Our tight ends got to stay healthy. But, I still think that our offense is probably our Achilles heel right now. Now, I could be wrong. Okay, but this is just what I'm seeing on paper. All right, so listen, we're getting ready to get to a point here where at some point, states are allowing sports to happen. States are allowing the teams to go back to their facilities. The NFL has already kind of put it out there to all the teams. Hey, when your states deem it okay, you guys can start showing up at your facilities little by little. So hopefully in the next, 3 weeks or so, we may have training camp happening. Like, we may legitimately have like training camp, OTAs. It could all just get mismatched all together because we losing time here in terms of when the season's supposed to start. So as we get closer to that, right, I'm going to be doing a lot more videos, talking about things that are going on. Every single time that there's a game, I'm going to have a video or 2 videos out a week, every week for when we're doing games, and then anything extra that we can put out there. So, we're going to get a lot more content from me here real soon, man. But it's a slow time. This Corona shit's got everybody all jacked up, and sports is at a minimum, man. So being that sports is at a minimum, like, I'm just not gonna come up in front of this microphone every single week and give you guys stuff. But there's a lot of other content creators that are out there, especially in the Giants community, and there's plenty of information, man. I don't need to repeat what all these guys say. So hey, I appreciate you guys coming and rocking with me. All right, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll get up with you guys later. Deuces.